What's going down, everybody? Everything. Nearly everything. The market cap, Bitcoin is getting slaughtered. We saw Bitcoin on Sunday reach 20,000. Now it's at 13,000. Let's update it and see if it's getting slaughtered again. It just keeps getting slaughtered. And the way I'm looking at it is all these whales that are dumping money out of Bitcoin. I hope some of us non-whales jump into Bitcoin to stabilize this damn thing. And that's about as close to a cuss word as I'm going to get on YouTube, but you know what I mean? I mean, these guys, they're taking massive profits right now. I mean, they're cleaning house. They watched this thing go up. That sea of green to them was just, they were seeing dollar signs. And then once one of them cued it, it was on. They were pulling money off the table. Now, with that being said, this reminds me recently of a scenario that happened back in September. And I'm going to show you here in September what I'm talking about. So, for those of you who are new, you may not know about this, but back in September, about September 6th, September 7th, China, the Chinese government stepped in and banned ICOs and exchanges. This was back when Bitcoin was only worth, Bitcoin had already been worth, it already hit around about $5,000. So it was a pretty big deal when it pulled back down to $3,000. So the retracement is similar to that. It was actually, let's see if we can zero this in here. We just barely missed it on the 3-month, and the yearly doesn't want to play nice, give us the data that we're looking for. But this reminds me of back then when we were sitting at around $5,000 and the whole market peeled back. I went to bed. It was when I was fairly new. I was getting into cryptocurrency, but I wasn't into cryptocurrency like I am now. So in 4 months, I've come a long way in cryptocurrency, and this peel back here hit me pretty hard because I hadn't seen anything like that in the whole time I've been in cryptocurrency. But if you had been with Bitcoin all the way back, if you go back way back in time to the Mt. Gox situation, when it went from 1,000 all the way down to where it ended up basically plateauing for a long time around about 270. So right now, I really hope there's not people out there in Wall Street or any investors out there trying to trash this opportunity called the blockchain. I hope there's not banks coming in here using big money, pumping it up just to crash it. That would be the worst case scenario. I'm putting out the worst case scenario because if there is banks out there or big dollar people out there trying to crash this market to derail blockchain and cryptocurrency, that would be terrible. And since I don't think that's the case, and I'm going to give that about a 10% chance that could be the case, I'm going to go with the 90% chance that all we're seeing is whales at play taking profit, right? Okay. So since I'm going to go with the odds on this one and say that there's not bankers out there trying to bankroll cryptocurrency and bankrupt it with their power by running us off the road, because like I talked about in the last video, this market cap, Apple Corp, Microsoft Corp, Google, they're worth more than this market cap by double. Okay? And this market cap coming down off $600 billion like it is, I mean, we've watched $100 billion move out of this market. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And, I'm trying to figure out where it's going, right? I mean, keeping an eye on this. Is it coming from here? Is it coming from Asia? Is it coming from Wall Street? It's coming from both. That I cannot confirm. I wish I had an analysis that could tell me on the hour where the most volume is. So if you guys know of a data tracker that's tracking it by the hour, where we can pair up the exchanges to Bitcoin or USD, you let me know, because I want that data. Because once I get that data, then you guys got me where you need me. Without that data, I can't give you an accurate read on who or what is pulling it out. Unless the whales start getting smart where they start trying to mask it and they're like, oh yeah, we're over here in Dubai, but then they're really just sitting over there in some other place. Maybe they're using the US dollar and it's really it's really Korean won. People playing with Korean won just exchanging in the US dollar. I don't know. Or maybe they're using the USDT and doing something funny with it. I don't know. Maybe they can mask it so you don't know where the whales are. That's possible too. But even then, there's got to be a way to get the data on it. So I mean, what's up with all these blockchain guys don't know how to get the data to track the market? Like, where's the ICO to track the market with the in-depth data? Now, granted, CoinMarketCap's done a great job, but I can't expect them to do everything on that level that we need them to be, which is telling us where the money's coming out on the hourly. And once we're able to pin that, then we can start to get a finger on the pulse of who's doing this and who's really taking the money out of the market. But now, so we have a complaint. It sounds like we're complaining, right? But really, unless the 10% is true, some group is trying to crash the whole market by pulling out a bunch of money and just basically spiraling us downhill here. And I don't know why they would do that other than to say, see, we told you so. Unless they're trying to do that, the 90% of it would be a buying opportunity. And because I think it is the 90% of it is that we are in a buying opportunity, despite the fact that I just continue to watch this number continue to go down. We just watched it drop another $10 billion. You just saw that, okay? So when I see $10 billion pull out that fast, I'm wondering how low this thing's going to go. I mean, I'll keep recording here and keep talking, and we'll refresh it and see again how much more money comes out. But it is creating a massive buying opportunity. A massive buying opportunity. It's like you're getting a chance to go, these cryptocurrencies, some of them will hold strong. Like Cardano, you guys all trying to get into Cardano at 50 cents. I was telling you don't do it. This is why. This is why we don't buy at all-time highs. Now you guys are seeing firsthand why I've been drilling that home with you guys. Do not buy at all-time highs. And so your responsibility is to now tell all your friends and family that you bring into cryptocurrency, do not buy at all-time highs. Do not FOMO. And there's not a single one of you in the crowd who can tell me that I have not been sitting here telling you guys, do not buy at all-time highs. Buy the dip. And we're looking at a dip right now. And I'm not saying that because I want to be cool. I'm saying that because I don't want to see you guys get hurt. I don't want to see you guys lose your hard-earned money. I don't even know you guys, but I do know what it feels like to lose hard-earned money, and it's not cool. Especially when there's this suspicion that's out there that people with big money are playing games with the market, luring people like, everyday people who work for a living and don't just use their clout. Look, I mean, I'm not trying to get sour and salty. It sounds like I'm getting sour and salty, actually. I can hear it in my own voice, but I mean, I'm watching more and more money come out. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like, be like, yeah, I guess I could. But part of me, I mean, if the 90% of me says that it's not that they're not going to crash the whole market and that it's just, a great buying opportunity, then I shouldn't be so salty, right? I've seen it happen to where you could wake up tomorrow and this whole entire thing is recovered. Because assuming these whales are bullish on cryptocurrency and not just trying to crash us with their, like, it's not just a bunch of fiat bankers trying to crash this market, then, it's easy. You could easily wake up tomorrow and watch this thing soar back over 600 billion and go back on a 4-day, 5-day bull run again. And then you're going to look at this and be like, man, why didn't I buy right here? I'll be honest with you. All day I've been buying this right here. I've been buying this right here. Every chance that I got. I'm not buying all at once. I bought at 15. Bought again at 14. Bought again at 13. I'll buy again at 10 if it goes that low. But in the back of my mind, I'm saying to myself, How low are they going to how low are they going to tank this thing? I'm only buying this right here because I don't know if this opportunity will ever come again. This correction here is happening, and let this be. Look at this. I'm not going to buy at 12 because of the way it's moving, how fast it's breaking right now. I mean, it's breaking. Look at this. It's like one whale after another. If it's you guys, the general public, just taking losses on your Bitcoin right now, that'd be crazy. You guys really missed the point of cryptocurrency if you're taking losses right now, because this has to be whales. But it probably could be some just very immature investors just selling out of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I mean, these are some steep declines here. Like, you can tell that some whales are playing here. Like, when I say they're playing, they're coming, they're selling, they're coming in. I mean, they might even be playing with this thing on the way down. Like, it's one thing to take profit on the way up, but are they taking profit on the way down? Like, are they crashing it, then pumping it, bringing in new money, and then crashing it again? I mean, who is this? Who is this? I want to know who and where this money, what whale or what whales are playing this game, or if it's everyday investors. That's what I want to know, because I need to know that. Without that information, I don't have my finger on the pulse like I need to have it, because then I don't have the diagnostics report. It's like, is it the water pump, or is it the tranny, or is it the, is there a leak in the engine? I don't know. I mean, is it the rear wheel differential, or what is it, right? Is it the radiator? This is what and without the accurate diagnostics, the data, I don't know. And how would I even know? Like, I would need a data sample that would say that this is, it would have to be by the country. Like, I would need it to say, the United States is made up 82% of the Bitcoin sold. Korea made up 7% of the Bitcoin sold. And then the rest was like, 0.003 in like UK. Without it being broken down by geo, I don't know. I mean, can they even break it down by geo? Probably not. But can they break it down by US dollar? Yeah. If it's broken down by currency, then I at least know that. So if I can at least get an hourly, I can track it that way. And I'm saying that for me, but I'm saying that for you. Like, if you guys know of a analytics or an insights for cryptocurrency that can read on the hour, or even give us the geos, like, I want to know where this money is coming from, because once I know where it's coming from, then I can see when it comes in, and I can track it, and then I can understand more of the market's behavior that way. It's really all about the data, guys. I mean, we're working with cryptocurrency. We are working with numbers. We're working with math. When you get the data, that's why data science is such an important career field. Like, to you guys out there looking for a day job, go into data science. Data science is the real deal. What I'm applying right here to these charts and everything, in essence, is data science. And I'm saying that because I'm lacking the data, I can't get my finger on the pulse. Now, like I said, CoinMarketCap does a great job, but I still don't have the data that I'm looking for on this website or on any website that I've seen so far that can provide me with that. High, low, close, volume, market cap. Okay, the market kind of kicked back up just a skosh. So there's money coming in and out. Like, what are they doing? Like, who's doing this? Where's the new money coming from? Is the new money us just investing at these low prices? That I don't know. But what I'd like to know, is it guys like me and you who are buying Bitcoin, getting as much Bitcoin as we can at these rates? I mean, the last time I had actually bought Bitcoin at this rate was when it was below $10,000. Once it crossed $10,000, I said, okay, I'm done buying Bitcoin. But now here I am, after I saw it go up to 20,000, once it went down to 15,000, I went back into the Bitcoin buying spree, because I'm like, I'll get it at a 25% discount on this time. But I think it's really important, guys, to point out that today Goldman Sachs announced that they are going to be doing a cryptocurrency trading platform. So why would Goldman Sachs all of a sudden come into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency if it was a dying market? They don't just, Goldman Sachs does not, they have the smartest people on earth. They don't just, Wall Street has the smartest people because they have the most money. They don't just jump into something willy-nilly. Like once they conclude that this is the real deal, they jump in. So that's why I say 10% of it, there's that 10% chance that they could be trying to run this whole thing into the ground by using their power, by just crashing it, buying it up and crashing it. Or there's a transfer of wealth happening here, which would be overall be healthy, which means that those people who are selling their cryptocurrency are taking profit, and hopefully they go far, far away and they don't ever come back into this market again so that they can do this to us again. Because at some point, the centralization of the Bitcoin, I'm all about them getting their hands off the Bitcoin so that it can be less centralized. If one person holds too much of this wealth, of this Bitcoin, then it's too centralized. Then you have this volatility. But on the upside, this volatility also creates buying opportunities for us. And in this case, assuming the market goes back up, we'll look back at this video, we'll look back at this date here on December 21st, and we'll say, man, that was a great day to buy cryptocurrency on sale. Because every cryptocurrency is basically on sale right now. Even Ripple's starting to come into that zone. Good old Ripple. Ripple, look at this. Ripple took in so much money today from the Korean won. There was a time today where this was at 30%. The Korean won, look at that, at $1.20. Korean won was pouring in. There was big money coming in from Asia. And now all those people in Korea who invested at 120, 125, who FOMO'd on Ripple are now sitting here like, wow. They're sitting here saying that. This was unexpected, but it was expected. Meaning, we knew there was a correction coming. We really did. Because we knew that what goes up must come what? Yeah, down. Okay, we know that. So we anticipated it. And some of us, including myself, were probably in denial about it. We're like, let's just keep this party pumping. But we had in the back of our head that at some point in time, the bubble was going to pop or the correction was going to happen. And then we were going to have sour attitudes, but we were going to know that it is a buying opportunity unless they're trying to run the whole market into the ground, right? Kind of deal. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our Instagram here on Altcoin Buzz, and I'm going to read some of the comments. So we posted this here. Red Sea buying opportunity. Let's redo that. Let's update here. All right, so there's more comments. What platform is that? Okay, you guys are always asking me what platform I'm using. This is Crypto Pro. It's an app. It's $4.99. I downloaded it for $4.99. It's called Crypto Pro. I use it because I like it. Okay, this one. I'm going to get gray hairs. I hear you, man. I already have gray hairs. Hey, man, I'm thinking about buying EOS, QuantStamp, and OMG. What do you think? Hit a like if you agree. Well, I'm not going to give you financial advice like that because I'm going to give you financial advice in the videos that tells you to buy on the dip. I'm not going to tell you if it's a good time to buy any of these three, and that's not because I don't want to tell you that. It's because it's not responsible of me to give you financial advice like that. So other people can comment on that, but I'm not going to comment on that. You know what I say. Buy the dip. Don't buy at all-time highs. If EOS is sitting at an all-time high, if QuantStamp is sitting at an all-time high, and OMG is at an all-time high, then don't buy. If it's on a dip, well, you're going to have to make that decision. IOTA at 377, in my opinion, is a solid buy. And I'm going to say I agree. Now, IOTA is a really solid buy below $1, but I don't think we're going to see those days again. This guy, he's right. This is crazy. I'm buying up this Litecoin. Hope it keeps going a little bit deeper. Okay, so he's at least got the right attitude about it. This guy right here, Shake Weight Guy. All right, he's got some maturity. This kind of guy. It's just I admire that. I really admire his. See, and then this guy, Chris Africon. my whole portfolio is going to, you know what. So, I would say, I think everyone sees the same thing, man. It's a sale. There we go. We got another crypto bull news. It's a sale. I will wait to see if it goes lower. With much attention from Wall Street and investment banks, I see this dip as a temporary. Okay, crypto bull news. This is when you buy. All right, Josh Mintz, he's got that mentality. Buy it all. What do you think about Cloak Coin? Well, I'm not thinking anything about that right now because I'm too worried about what's going on with Bitcoin. But they will call this the Black Friday of crypto. That's a good one. Alan can follow. This guy's got a good sense of humor. I like guys with sense of humor. Madness.tw, altcoin buzz. What time zone you in? Okay, he's saying what time zone am I in? All right. Well, I'm in the United States. So he asked me about Cloak Coin. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cloak Coin. I mean, if you're going to ask the question, I better give the answer when I can, right? What do I think about Cloak Coin? I think that's a high price, and I think that's a low circulating supply, but I still see this major spike here. So I'm thinking it needs a retracement. And if I miss it, then I miss it. But I'm not trying to FOMO into anything right now. I'll revisit this once I see that it's stable. This is more stable on the graph than something on a peak like that. You guys are still trying to jump into all-time highs. Although this is not an all-time high, it's sitting at $13.75 off of a $20 all-time high. But let's go ahead and take a look at the 7-day to see what we got. I would say if you're going to look at Cloak Coin, maybe consider Cloak Coin at $10, but at this particular moment, we need more stability. We need more stability in the chart to say anything. And we need more stability in the market. That's why I'm mostly focused on Bitcoin. Let's go see what's going on Twitter. So, you guys can follow us on Instagram, Altcoin Buzz. Trying to give you guys that altcoin buzz, but Bitcoin's taking my attention right now. I was having fun, man, just checking out all these buying opportunities, getting to know all these great projects, and then the whales come in and they're like, "Hey guys, I'm a whale. Let me just splash and get you all wet." What are we at SeaWorld here? Crypto world, crypto SeaWorld. Getting this wet, man. All right, let's see what's up with you guys here on Twitter. You can follow us at altcoinbuzz.io, but you have to put altcoinbuzz.io. If you miss the IO, you get the wrong altcoin buzz. Someone apparently has an altcoin buzz from a while back. I did not know about that, but we're altcoinbuzz.io. Let's see what's up here. Posted 23 minutes ago. You guys are responding. Oh man, that's funny. This guy's funny. I like guys with sense of humor. Hey, that's funny. Most people are losing it. I'm over here hyped about the buying opportunities. This guy's got the right attitude. These two guys, he's got humor and he's got the right attitude. Of course, like you always say, hodl, buy the dips. Never buy at all-time highs. Hey, at least someone's been listening. And a lot of you guys have been listening, actually. Tank season. This is the World Series of Trading, baby. Cracking knuckles. Time to get in play. See, you guys are some resilient dudes, man. I like that. I like to see that resiliency. If I saw on here like, "Oh, cryptocurrency, it's ruining my life, this and that," then I'd say, you guys are not mature enough, or you guys shouldn't be doing cryptocurrency trading, or whatever the case may be. But look at all this. Everyone's like got a positive attitude about it. Agreed. So, hey Jeff, here's one project that probably will have historical implications. Okay, so he's, while everyone else is panicking, this guy's getting in there. He's looking at the tech. So good on him, Which app is these? This is the Crypto Pro app. It's $4.99. It's Crypto Pro. There you go. Sometimes it just automatically got to, give a heart. What up, Jeff? What's going on? Doge and the volume of their coin. Let's take a look. That's way too steep of a I'm not trying to jump into anything right now with a chart that looks like that right now. I'm really not. So I would say I'm not. I'm okay with this boat leaving the harbor without me, is what I'm saying. Me personally, I like Dogecoin, but until this until this does one of these stable, or even like this little period right here, I'm not jumping in on Doge at that all-time high. Nope. But that's a good question. First of all, thank you for support and advice. I was about to commit the side when my portfolio dropped to 40% and still slipping. I'm happy to be a part of this following. So, he's still got gratitude. He's got a positive attitude about that. And he's got a funny meme. I don't know what Arnold's doing. Okay, Arnold. That's funny, man. At least someone's having fun. They love to play win coins when everyone's sleeping. They really do, man. They really do, don't they? I'm buying up the Bitcoin every drop. Me too, man. I gotta admit, I have been. I mean, I'm not playing with big dollars. I mean, I'm a simpleton, man. And when I say I'm a simpleton, I'm preparing to be a part of a bigger movement, But if these whales keep coming in here trying to splash us out of the water, I mean, what the heck? I'm going to start calling them sharks because the whales are friendly. Sharks are kind of like, whoa. But hey, maybe these whales are so friendly, they're creating all these buying opportunities, and then they're going to bring their big money back in and pump the whole thing back up again. So that'll be interesting. I'm telling you guys, it's possible we could wake up tomorrow and the whole thing be back up, or we could wake up and the whole thing could be like, who knows? All right. How low can we go? That is a great question. If only we knew, and I mean that. I told you guys, I'm a speculator. I'm just like one of you. All I'm doing is serving as a medium, but I do it with data. I read data. And in cryptocurrency, we read data and charts. So let's see. 471. Let's take a look again. Let's see. Are they pulling more and more money out? I guess I should be happy because it's creating more of a buying opportunity, right? Instead of being all salty. Bitcoin dominance is kind of pulled up. I thought Bitcoin dominance at this point would be below 45%, but it looks like, I mean, once you see this go to red, then we're really approaching kind of like an interesting zone. Verge is actually holding up pretty nicely. I'm surprised to see Verge hold up as good as it is, actually, because of all the coins out there taking a hit. Now, if you're looking at Tron's starting to take a hit. You might consider jumping into Tron. So what you can do with all these prices, if you're looking to get into your cryptocurrency, you can say, well, that's an all-time high, and I realize that I believe at some point it will revisit its all-time high. So right now, if I can get it on sale before it revisits its all-time high and blows right past that, because if we're still in the bull market, which we all believe we are, until the thing really starts to tank, like if it goes below 100, let's take a look at that actually. If it goes below $100 billion. Last time it went below $100 billion was in July. It got really close in September. If it gets if it goes below $100 billion, then I would be concerned. If this market goes below $100 billion, that would have to be a 5 times retracement. But I still would not sell a single thing, and I would be buying. Because I do not think that even these bankers can scare us out of the market, because blockchain is the next big thing. It is the big thing, okay? So even if they crash this thing to below $100 billion, that will create the greatest buying opportunity I've ever seen. And I will not sell anything that I've bought at these levels. I will not sell anything and take any losses. Okay. So this is just really interesting. Okay, new money just came back in. I mean, I'm still waiting on this green candle that's going to take us back up to 600 billion. So maybe I better get off this chat here and take a look at what I should buy. and because I'm trying to get it dialed in here to see if we have stability. But if we don't have stability, then I don't have my signal. All I see is it keeps going lower and lower. That's all I keep seeing, is it just keeps going lower and lower, and I don't know where the bottom is right now. If I was to speculate where the bottom might be, this might be the closest. This is the next bottom right here, around 384 billion. If we break past 384 billion, then the next bottom after that will be around 277 billion. This, guys, is like a head and shoulders. You're looking for the lowest point, and if it breaks past the lowest points, that means that it's continuing to dip. But if it stops at one of the in or around this point, then it's stabilized. It's found resistance because of its last low. But if it plows through this, then your next low is going to be 281 billion, which is interesting because that was just November 30th. So we're definitely not in panic mode. We're definitely not in panic mode. But if it goes any lower than that, then we're approaching that $100 billion zone. So we'll see. Our next level of concern will be 373 billion, and that was December 10th. So we're definitely not in panic mode. We are watching a lot of money come in and out, and the market is still dipping. We are seeing that definitely. We're definitely seeing it continue to recede and correct. My overall perception, the 90% of me says this is going to be healthy. This is going to be a buying opportunity, and we're all going to walk away from here saying, hey, I'm glad that just happened. But there is that 10% chance that we're all going to say, that we could all say, oh my gosh, I can't believe we let them do that to us, right? But we can't have any remorse because we knew what we were getting ourselves into. So we got to be cool, calm, and collected and find a legitimate way out. Stay calm. Don't get emotional. Stay in our minds and logical. Do not become emotional and sell your positions. Don't FUD, right? So I'd say try not to FUD. But then again, this isn't financial advice. So I'm advising you not to FUD, which is don't fall victim to fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Hold your position. The only time you take a loss is when you sell. The only time you take profit is when you sell. That's why we talked about it earlier. We said take profit on the way up. Like if you go back onto my channel, you can even watch my videos where I was talking to you guys about taking the profits. Take profits here and there. When you go up 5, 10 times, you don't necessarily need 50 times gains on every coin. If you go up 5 to 10 times, take profit. So, and all the videos I made about all those projects, I'm still excited about those projects. But when the whales splash, I mean, we're all in, the boat's gonna rock. So, anyways, guys, this is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. If you're new here, you can subscribe. We'll see you later.